Hey, hi guys, how you doing? Ray here, City Fan TV, and it's Champions League night. Hi Haj, hope you're well, buddy. Champions League night, Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Manchester City. I'm excited. Got a few butterflies, absolutely, guys. You know, for all that, Gladbach have struggled a bit in the last few games. The loss to Cologne a couple of weeks back, and they were quite low in the table. They're local rivals. They lost to Mainz at the weekend, who were second bottom. And for all the brilliant City have shown in the last 2 or 3 months, always nervous, always a few butterflies before a game like this. It's not like a league game. You know, the league is just so different because obviously it's 38 games. This is knockout. You've got 2 legs. You know, you get beat badly tonight, you could be gone. Or you could be, you know, you get beaten, you could be struggling the next game. So, you know, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves. Hi, Harry. Looking forward to it. Absolutely, mate. I'm looking forward to it too. As I said, I'm excited. I'm rubbing my hands together already with excitement, with anticipation. A lot of nerves and tension and butterflies, as I said. Big game for City. I just hope we put in a good performance. I hope we, you know, it'd be interesting, obviously, to see what who Pep picks, and that's what we're here for. We're here to look at the team news as it happens. So, really excited. You know, is he going to mix it up? Is Torres going to get a look in? I doubt it, personally. Young Fernando, did I say Fernando? Ferran Torres. He played a lot of the Champions League qualifying games, but will he get a look in? It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to get a look in tonight. Simply because we've moved on. We're moved on now, and we're playing knockout football. You know, the Champions League group stages are pretty much. I won't say a formality, but let's be honest, for us, it was pretty much hardly conceded any goals. So I think we conceded a goal in our first game, which we won 3-1, and then nothing after that. So, you know, we're a good team in excellent form. But I can't see young Torres coming back in. I think it's going to be as strong as we can. This is not going to be easy as people think it's hard. Absolutely. You can't trust anything. Remember, Lyon knocked us out last season. They were 7th in the league, Lyon, okay, last season. They had a poor season. And they were in a poor part of their season when they beat us. So you've got that to consider. You've got, you go back to Monaco, you go back to Spurs. I just want Pep. I was going to say Page. I just want Pep to go for it like normal, like a normal game. Yep, everybody apart from Ake is available. I don't think Aguero will start. I don't want KDB to start, but I think he will. Hi, Faris, hope you're well. It's only Ake that's injured, isn't it? That's right. When this lineup, I think, comes out in 2 minutes. If I'm right, on Champions League nights, it comes out an hour and a quarter before kickoff, which is why I'm here. I think there's once I got caught out. League games come, if I'm right, if I remember correctly, league games come out an hour before kickoff. So this month, I think, and if it doesn't, we'll still have a chit chat. I'm just trying to look on the Man City's website to see what, when it comes out, they don't say. Because normally they'll say like an hour before, you know, team news or something. Let's have a look. Still waiting on. But as soon as it comes out, obviously we'll let you know. If it's not me, it'll be Faris. And guys, don't forget to go on if you want to have a quick look at what's going on with Borussia Mönchengladbach. You can look at the preview I did with we did on the live preview we did last night with Alex from Euro Expert. He was really happy. He really enjoyed that. So that was good. And you can watch the one I did with Nicholas. I put that out today. And you'll get a bonus video this weekend, hopefully, on Pedro Porro. So I was filming that today. And there was so much to talk about, so many different angles and ideas. And it's going to lead to another video, hopefully next week, on somebody else. Mendes as a left back. and a lot of stuff. So it's really, really good. So 5 subs, absolutely. It doesn't come out at the same time. It's 15 minutes earlier. Garcia, centre-back. Hello, says King of Assists. I don't want Garcia, centre-back. Scott Carson. Don't know who's going to play, guys. Let's have a look. There's the team is out. Here we go. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodri, Sterling, Silva, Gundogan, Foden, Jesus. No Stones. I'm surprised. Really am. Waiting to see the subs. Stones is on the bench. I'll chuck it out there. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I can see why Walker is there. Cancelo's on the other side. It takes away some of our attacking intent. But we've got Walker there, who's basically more defensive. Pep has gone for a defensive formation lineup with Walker there and Cancelo on the left. Got Rodri in the middle, Gundogan, Bernardo, Sterling, Foden, Jesus. As I'd hoped, KDB is on the bench and Aguero's on the bench. So that I'm happy about. I'm happy that he's gone back to Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo in the midfield and Sterling, Foden, Jesus up front. I think that's our best attacking lineup and our best midfield lineup if you take De Bruyne out. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy that Stones gets dropped. It's the real 11. It's the real 11. I've read it out, guys. It did come out 3 minutes ago. Well, it came out a few minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, actually. I did miss it. It's not come out. It didn't come out from City. See, City. Here's the thing. City put it out 1 minute ago. Jack gone from the Athletic put the first team out. He didn't put the subs out. City put everybody out. Am I happy? I said I'm not happy that we've changed. I'm not happy that we've changed the way we play. That's honest. I wanted Pep just to go in and look, if we win it and people in this game with something similar to what we've been doing. But I also acknowledge and realise that Pep might go a little bit defensive, and I think that's what he's done. He's gone defensive with this by bringing Walker in and putting Cancelo at left back. Now, look, it might be that we will end up playing 3 at the back with Diaz in the middle, Laporte on the left, which is why I believe he's got Laporte there, and Walker on the right. So I do think we will play 3 at the back. It's Laporte's 100th City appearance tonight, just to let you know. So I do think we will play 3 at the back. But I miss having John Stones there, I'll be honest. John Stones, for him to be dropped now, and it's not been rested or anything. He's been dropped for Laporte. I just hope for Laporte's sake, Laporte puts in a flawless performance, because, let's be clear, John Stones has put in flawless performance after flawless performance. If you watch the video I did about John Stones a few days ago in the league, 15 starts, 14 wins and a draw. 15 starts, 14 wins and a draw, 3 goals against in the league. One of them would have been the Chelsea game when they scored pretty much in injury time. Was it the West Brom game he played when he scored from a deflection? Can't even think of the third one. Liverpool when we beat them 4-1. And that was a dodgy penalty. Well, it was a penalty, but very, very soft and all that. So, yeah, I'm disappointed, because I think he's a much better player than people give him credit for. And the people who are saying, that it's simply the presence of Diaz that's making Stones look good. I think that's doing him a real disservice. Right, let's look at your comments, guys, while I'm still taking that. Harches, why not Stones? He had a rest last week. Can't believe it. LMN, can't believe it, man. No matter how much stick we give to Mendy, but I actually want him to start and improve his game. King of assists, we're looking for a new left back, and I'll do a video hopefully next week on a new left back. That's a possibility. Mendy's finished. Mendy's finished. If Zinchenko, who's not a left back, is playing regularly, or Cancelo's playing, where does that leave Mendy? Mendy's third choice. What's the point? If Pep wanted to play Laporte so badly, could have played him at left back. I agree, Haj. I agree. We could have had Rodri at right back and Laporte at left back. I think the idea is to have three because Cancelo's going to play in the midfield. So I think the idea is to have three at the back. Walker is a right-sided right back. Diaz is in the middle, and Laporte's the left-sided left back. Back part of the back three. But I don't see why we couldn't have had. I don't see why we couldn't have had. Instead of Walker, if Cancelo's going to play in the midfield anyway, why couldn't we have had Stones, Diaz, Laporte? If you want to go down that route, what's wrong with Stones, Diaz, and Laporte? I'm disappointed for Zinchenko, disappointed for John Stones. Sterling captain, yep. Well, KDB's not there, and Fernandinho's not there, so it's Sterling. It's a boot in for John. Absolutely, Duffs. As I said, I feel gutted. I feel really down for John Stones being left out because he's been the main man for me. He did the same back four against Everton. It wasn't the best, but okay, says Haj. No, I understand that, Haj. But I wanted us to carry on the way we were going. Don't get why Stone starts. He's been better than Laporte. But he doesn't start. Sorry, Faris. Yeah, he's been. Look, here's the thing: the game against Arsenal where we let a goal in, Laporte's fault. There was another game where Laporte was poor. I think he cost us a goal, and another one where Diaz got lucky. Laporte got lucky in a game. Was it against Liverpool or Everton? Where it was Everton, I think. At the end of the game, or it might even be, I can't remember who it was, but he made a bad clearance and he just put it straight in the box for someone to, have a good shot out, but they fluffed a shot. He wants a left footer. Well, Diaz can play there. Diaz plays, on the left hand side. I understand why he wants left footer. Then plays Zinchenko. I'm really unhappy. Hard 5 subs, yes, it is, buddy. 1997 Stones for me has to play. I get Pepe's trying his best to manage the squad, keep Laporte happy, but our best pairing is Jason Stones. No question. I think it's going to be back three. That's why I think he's got Laporte there, but I still think that's doing Stones a disservice. Did you see what Angelino said about Pepe? I agree with him. Absolutely what I said. Look, but also, I said something similar when Angelino played in China in that tournament in the Far East. He was horrible against West Ham. I remember that West Ham game. He gave a penalty away. Okay, he should have given a second one away because he did. It was a penalty. Another foul he did. He was just woefully out of his depth. And he was beaten by, I forgot the guy's name now, a West Ham player who doesn't even play in the first team regularly. He was skinned by him. So straight away, I was worried about Zinchenko's positioning, his tactical awareness, positional sense, and his pace. And from that, he believes Pep just left him out. And he ended up going on a dirt cheap deal at 16 million quid. That's a ridiculous price. But I believe that was pre-set up. It wasn't a price that we sold him out. It was a pre-agreed price as part of the loan, I believe. I hope this doesn't affect Stone's confidence. I agree, Harry. I mean, this could really, affect him badly. He's been so important to us. And, as I said, people who think it's just Diaz, look at that video I did on John Stones. It's not Ruben Diaz making Stones look good. It's John Stones that's making John Stones look good. So dominant in the air, especially outside the box. Clean tackles most of the time. He doesn't dive in. He stands up and jockeys the player. All sorts of stuff John Stones is doing. And you've got to give him credit for that. You really do have to give him credit for what he's doing. And he's doing it on his own. It's not somebody else that is making him, play good. It's his effort. He's got his body right. He's got his head right. It's him. Cyril Frem, Mendy is definitely finished at City because when Aki comes back, he's ahead of him at left back. Yep, Aki's ahead of him. Laporte's ahead of him. Cancelo's ahead of him. As is Zinchenko. Guys, if you're new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could just subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. I think Pepe's been careful with Stones because of his injury. I don't agree for Cyril, because he's left him out occasionally, every 4 or 5 games, and then he comes back. And to leave him out in this game, I don't feel good about that. Desti's playing every game. I think we should rest him and play Garcia and Laporte. Fresh Diaz and Stones starts against West Ham. Why would you play Garcia, king of assists? It's a big game. It's Champions League. You put in a poor performance here, you could be out of the whole tie. You lose 2 or 3 here. Let's say you lose 2-0. That could be the end of the tie for you. You got a real tough ask second leg. We should be playing our best team. West Ham. Think about it. We're 10 points clear in the league. 13 games to go. Yeah. West Ham, we're playing them at home. You'd be hoping to win that game. And even if you drew it, you'd be at worst 8 points clear with 12 games to go. You should still be winning it from there. So I don't get it. I would play my best team and then see who's left for West Ham. Hi, Arsenal. I reckon you guys get Bayern. It depends, Arsenal, Alex. We might be playing Bayern in the next round. You just don't know. Bola David. That's why you don't grow lots. Please don't be bid to English players. I don't understand that, buddy. Arsenal, let's say 3-0 to City. I'm not sure it's going to be easy. But look, if City score early, we could run away with it, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Sky Blue, how you doing, buddy? Do you agree with not giving Sergio any game time off the bench? He must be getting fed up as a new sub. I agree with not giving him any game time because he's been injured and we haven't been clear in games. Let's say we're 3-0 up after 70 minutes. Yeah, I'll bring Sergio on. Because you're worried, you don't want to make him do too much too soon. So I have no problem with that. He might be a little bit fed up, but I think he's getting closer and closer to being ready. I'm not ready to start, but 10 minutes, but you have to pick the right game. Now, it might be he doesn't play tonight and he plays on Saturday against West Ham. Maybe that's the one to bring him back. Frank White, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. This is just one game, absolutely. The defence is ridiculous, says Wassa. Can't wait for Aki to be back and we get left back. Why do you say it's just one game? I don't know how you mean that, what you mean there, Frank. But I want Stonesy. Arsenal, Alex says, I would love all your players and especially your manager, absolutely. Sky Blue looks new. Hi, mate. Hi, Sky Blue. If you are new, fantastic to join. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Give us a thumbs up, guys. But it's nice to get 30 likes very quickly. Garcia should never play for City again. I've said that many, many times. Tom Davis, Garcia is awful. Should never start again. I want to say he's awful, but I don't want him to play because I want to focus on the players we do have and who are going to stay. People are underestimating this game. Whilst I don't think so. You'll get a breed of fans who are, thinking it's going to be easy. I think it's a tough game. It can be tough. As I said, their form is not great. Our form is fantastic, but you never know. It's 11v11. And it's away for both teams, so it's not, they'll lose some of their advantage of being at home. Haj says, I don't think it's because of Stone's injuries. When Aki and Laporte were out, he played back-to-back, plus he had rest against Everton and Swansea. Yeah, it's not his injuries. Unless Pep comes out and says he's got a niggle, but he's on the bench. So if he's on the bench, he should be fit enough to play. Ivan says, great start in 11. Premier League has already won with the best football club in the world. Who is Liverpool? I'm not going to go that far, Ivan. We've got Chelsea to play. We've got United to play. We've got Leicester to play. I don't think we're going to lose 3 games, but, it's not going to be easy. We've got West Ham to play as well. And we've got Everton to play at the end of the season. You can't say it's over just yet. But they're tough games, and to be honest, you'll be surprised if you lost 2 or 3 of them. Really would be surprised. Garcia is a young learning curve. I don't want Garcia anymore. As I said, he's not part of the future. Lots of people are confident today, says Haj. I just think it's after 18 wins on the bounce. I think there would be. Garcia shouldn't play in the big games, especially if he wants to leave, says Haj. I agree. Hi, Bailey. Bernardo away in Champions League isn't suited. What's your thoughts? No. Where we've done really well in the last 2 months, or last 6 weeks or whatever, since KDB's been out, is having Rodri with Gundogan and Bernardo Silva in front of him. Bernardo Silva's putting a lot of running. We want legs. We want his effort, his energy. And then up front, Sterling, Foden and Jesus. They're going to put a lot of work in. The game for me is going to be won with those 6 players. Bailey Moth looks new. Hey, Bailey Moth, if you are new, hey, you know how I'm subscribing, it would be great. King of Assist playing false 9 again. I don't know. I think we play Jesus up there, but Jesus, will play there, but he'll move around as well. So he's kind of a false 9, but he is a 9 as well. But he doesn't score enough goals to be a number 9. Depends how you want to look at it. Hi, Brian. Hope you're well. You be happy with the score draw and win at home? I want to win tonight. Thanks, Cyril. Nice to have you. Where are you from, Cyril? It's always nice to know where people are from. The last Cyril I know is Cyril. No, I don't know him. So Cyril Ramaphosa, who, if I remember correctly, is the president. Or is it prime minister? President of South Africa. So I'm having a punt that you're from South Africa, Cyril. I'm probably thousands of miles wrong. Hi, Rohan. Hope you're well, buddy. It's what time is it for you, Rohan? Must be what, 12:30 at night already? Birmingham, all right. I'm gonna make fun of that. I'm still gonna make fun of you, Cyril. We want to be together. That's my best. That's maybe not my best Brummie accent. But you must remember, was it that Yellow Pages advert? We want to be together. It's a terrible Birmingham accent. As I get older, I get worse. So, guys, let me know. What do you think? Are you happy with that? Are you happy with that lineup? I'll go through it again. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Rodrigo, Gundogan, Bernardo, Sterling, Foden, Jesus. Stones isn't starting. I don't know why beyond Notre Gaming. I really don't. Yeah, it was Cyril. It was really, really bad. The thing is, in my head, I can hear the sound, but I can't do it. I'm just getting old for this. Maybe, as I said, 10 or 20 years ago, I'd be doing it. I'll be there practicing. My Liverpool accent's all right. My Liverpool accent, because I spent 3 years at university in Liverpool, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna go away and practice. I can't do it now. I get embarrassed. Will not lie. Don't feel comfortable with Stones. This is a brick wall, but the other geezer makes me nervous. Stones, or without Stones, yeah. Look, as I said, in the league, Stones has 14 out of 15 wins, 12 out of 15 clean sheets. In the Champions League, I think he's got 4. Did he play 5 of the games? 4 or 5 of the games. So he's got clean sheets. Everywhere Stones goes, he gets clean sheets. Watching from Wimbledon, originally from Burnage. Wimbledon, I had a mate of mine, a late friend of mine living in Wimbledon. I used to go there regularly because my brother was working. He was at university in Tooting. So I spent a lot of time in Tooting. I had a lot of mates there. We're always going to play tennis with one of the guys, and we're all, going around Wimbledon as well. So yeah, I know the area, but I can't remember much. I mean, I'm going back to the early mid-90s now, guys. So that's a long time ago. Rohan says, great to see the lineup folding on the left and Sterling on the right. Great width and thus space for Gundogan to run into. 2 goals from Gundogan this match. I wouldn't say no. Rest KDB for Saturday. It'd be great if Aguero started. King says, well, look, you get the feeling that Saturday you could have Stones, Diaz, Cancelo, Zinchenko at the back, De Bruyne in the middle with Rodri and Gundogan, if he's fit enough, and then up front we could even bring Torres back if we want. Mahrez. I don't want Torres and Mahrez because I just worry about that. But you could see, maybe you see Aguero coming back up top if he gets a few minutes tonight, and you could have Mahrez, Torres, and Aguero. We could take a risk. Cyril says, I would prefer Foden on the right and Sterling on the left. To be honest, Cyril, we don't know where they're going to play until it starts. I've got a suspicion you might be right. It might be Sterling on the left, Foden on the right. But personally, it depends what you want. I think on the right, I think Sterling on the right, he gets past people easier than on the left generally. But on the left, he can cut in and have a shot. So we have that option, that flexibility, that unpredictability, you could say. Foden as well. But the thing is, I've seen Foden play really well on the left, dribbling past people, cutting the ball back. So dangerous. And then you've seen him on the right where he jinks inside a player like against Liverpool and slams it home. So, when he cuts inside, either, it could happen. It's going to be a great game. Come on. Look, I want us to win. I want us to win comfortably, because if we can win something like 3-0, that would be fantastic. As long as we win, that's the main thing for me. But I'm just thinking ahead. If we can get a comfortable enough win here, let's do what City is saying. Sent me a message. I don't want to do that. If we can get a comfortable win, it really does help us. It really does help us in the overall big picture. Because the big picture is we've got an absolute shed load of games. And it's hard. It really is. It's going to be harder and harder. It's great that we got more players coming back. That's fantastic. But it's going to be a tough old, ask to keep playing as well as we are with short gaps between games. We've got West Ham on Saturday. And then on Tuesday, so once again, we got Sunday, Monday, 2 full days off. We got Wolves. Then we got 5 days to Man United. Then we've got that's on the Sunday. Then the Wednesday we got Southampton. Saturday we got Fulham, and then Tuesday. So look at that. So you got a game on Sunday. Okay, Sunday the 7th. 3 days later you got a game against another game. 3 days later you got another game. 3 days later, you got another game, and then 4 days after that. Now, this is why it's important. If we can put on a performance and get a 3-0 win, something like that, it means we can probably rest 2 or 3 players for the return leg, which is crucial because that's the game before Everton. Yeah. And why do I say we need to keep winning? Because at some point we need to rest some players. So, I think the 2 games where you can look at resting players, possibly are Fulham and Mönchengladbach. But you just got to keep winning. And another reason it's important to win tonight, it keeps that aura around City. Even if you draw, there'll still be that aura that we haven't lost for like 25 games. But if you win, that's an extra aura. However, I think West Ham are coming a little bit different this weekend, with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more belief. But still, if we win tonight, it's another win. That's 19 wins on the banks. As I said, that aura of, not want to say invincibility, but the aura that we're going to thrash you is still there. See what you guys are saying. We still got almost 50 minutes before the game. Rohan says, Cancelo for should work great. I can see Foden making great runs with Cancelo on the ball. Faris, I watched the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea again, and the centre-back partnership was Laporte and Otamendi, and it was Laporte who was dodgy in that game. Big games. Look, is Laporte? Here's the question: is Laporte a big game player? Is he a big game player? The game against Arsenal, was that a big game? Yeah, in the Carabao Cup, he was dodgy. Faris is saying in the Carabao Cup final, he was dodgy against Lyon. I wouldn't say it was dodgy, but it was unfortunate. I still don't blame him, but it was him involved. Against Tottenham, Laporte's mistakes against Tottenham. So in big games, he's been found wanting at times. Beyond Rodriguez says, I agree with De Bruyne on the bench. I think we will be fine with Itaman. Plus, he'll be able to get much more fitness. I do think Torres should come on. He's been brilliant in the Champions League. It just depends how we're doing in the game. As to who and when we bring on. Rohan says, very interesting formation. What a headache has Cancelo given to Pep with this superb and consistent performance as well. It means that Walker isn't first choice, in my opinion, but he's got in this. Look, if we had a really good left back, if you had a really good solid left back, you could go up and down. If we had David Alaba, for instance, would Cancelo be on the right? I'm tempted to think he would. And he got subbed off during the halftime due to injuries. All right, thanks, Harris. We will slaughter them 75% ball too. Look, Ivan, anything can happen. Faris says the stat shows that every time Cancelo plays as a left back, it was Laporte who was playing as the left back. I don't understand that. Faris. A stat shows every time that Cancelo plays as a left back, it was Laporte who was. All right, so when we think Cancelo's going to play the left back, it's going to be Laporte. That's why I said I expect 3 at the back. Cancelo's going to be in the midfield. We know that. I expect it to be 3 at the back. That's why, we've played with 2 at the back. We played with Stones and Diaz at the back when we've had Zinchenko pushing up out wide and Cancelo playing in midfield. So, we played sometimes with 2 at the back. From the knockout stage, I want Pep to focus more on Champions League than Premier League. Until then, if we keep going really well, we'll wrap up the Premier League anyways. I really want to win the Champions League. This game, Faris, it's none of ours. It's in the Puskás Arena in Budapest, Hungary, because he can't go to Germany. The thing is, Rohan, this is the thing. This is why I read the fixtures out. You know, we've got West Ham, we've got Wolves, Man United, Southampton, and Fulham. We've got 5 games before we play Mönchengladbach again. 5 league games. Now, it's a big ask, but if we win all those 5 games, league's done. League's done because there will be 8 games left and we'll be at least 10 points clear. Okay? 8 games left, 10 points clear. It's unlikely that we lose 4 games in 8 out of 8, or we drop 10 points, 11 points because of our goal difference in 8 games. I think it's really unlikely. So then we can focus on and another, as I said, a good reason to win this comfortably is we can focus then on the FA Cup, because we're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And it's important to get that league wrapped up. It really is. I think a big game is on the 3rd of April when we play Leicester. Because if we beat United and Leicester, then we'll be 13 points clear with 7 games to go. And it's done. It's done, guys. And then we can focus on the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League. Because remember, the games will come thick and fast again. Thick and fast. Because you've got the FA Cup semi-final to squeeze in. You've got the Champions League quarterfinals to squeeze in, and the semis. So you've got 5 games to squeeze in the space of 5 or 6 weeks. So it's important to get the Premier League done and dusted, if we can, as soon as we can. Come on, buddy, you can't say right that stuff. If you spam me, you get the boot. Remember that. Honestly, I can't remember the game where he stood out. Who's that? Laporte. Laporte's not been brilliant tonight. You can look at Zachariah Abdehakim. Have a look at that. Eyes are here, but you're well. Kamazat Faris agreed. What circumstances, Andrew? Absolutely. I understand that now, Faris. Hey, Koyo, I hope you're well. Where's the match tonight? The match is in the Puskás Arena in Budapest in Hungary. New people, yeah, nice to have. Thanks for reminding us, King of Assist. Few new people on the channel. Please give us a thumbs up and please give us a subscribe. It's always very nice. You want to get it? Says not liking all Stones on the bench yet. I'm not happy about that, buddy. I'm really pleased. Faris says, I think when Cancelo's a left back, he goes further forward and he makes a back 3 of Walker on the right, Diaz in the middle and Laporte left, which is what I said, Faris, which is why Laporte's there. But I still don't like it. When we play with a back 3, it's possibly better to play Laporte with his left foot and play Walker on the right for his pace, and there's Thuram on the side. That's why I think he's done it. But I still, miss having Stonesy there. Kamal, no Stones, yeah. Stonesy's not there simply because Pep wants to play 3 at the back with Walker, Diaz and Laporte. That's the way he's done it. Beyond Ultra Gamer says, I'd say keep winning our games and then start resting place for the Champions League and give the kids stuff. The kids, I wouldn't be giving, say it politely, I wouldn't be giving the kids a chance. The way I would be doing it is giving our second stringers. Look at our second stringers are people like Stefan. Right now, Stefan, Torres, maybe Mendy, Fernandinho, Mahrez. I'd be giving these guys game time when Aki comes back. If we can keep winning in the league and we can wrap it up with, say, 5 games to go, we don't need to worry too much about the league. Just let it rumble along and focus our first team and everything else. Faris says, I'll say it again, Stones should start ahead of Laporte, but Laporte is more than capable of doing well in this game. He can't keep underperforming, otherwise he's got a problem. Kamal says, I don't like Cancelo at left back. Yeah, he's not the same, but he's going to play midfield, Kamal. He might play on the right. He'll be playing on the left side of midfield or the right. I think we're just going to play 3 at the back, and Rodri will play next to Gundogan. I think Gundogan will play on Gundogan will play on the left. Bernardo will play on the right of attacking midfield. Cancelo will be just floating around. Pep changing things in the Champions League against this, Kamal. Yeah. It's going to be a chance to look at their midfielders for the future. Says Harry. Rohan says, I think Laporte's selection is to balance Cancelo, who would drift inside, and so Laporte can take the width because of a left foot. You want to get it too, says, I'm not going to lie, I'm not as confident as I was. Laporte is way too shaky and doesn't bring confidence to the defence. Absolutely. But it's the thing. Here's the thing: what you wouldn't get it to. It doesn't matter what our confidence is like. It matters on the players' confidence. It matters on the goalkeeper Edison and the other fullbacks. It's their confidence and how we'll work with Diaz. If they're happy and comfortable and confident, so should we be. Cyril says 10 wins would secure the league position every game for the rest of the season for much a final. 10 wins, that's too many, Cyril. We're 10 points clear with 13 games to go. So we don't need 10. We need, as far as I'm concerned, we need 9. It depends who we beat and who we lose to. If we beat United and Leicester, then we need 9 wins. If we lose to them, then we might need the 10. We need 9 wins and a draw. How about that? But I still say if we win our next 5 games, the league's done. As far as I'm concerned, the league's done if we win our next 5 games, because we'll have 8 games to go. We'll be 10 points clear. I don't think anyone's catching us. And especially if we beat Leicester, I think that's a big one for me. If we can keep winning, I mean, nothing's a formality, nothing's a gimme. But if we can keep winning and beat Leicester, then we'll be 13 points clear with 7 to go. Move on. Nothing to worry about. Farid says, for me, kids shouldn't get a minute this season. This is a crucial part of the season where every game is crucial. We've gone far in knockout tournaments, quarterfinal and FA Cup. Yeah, you don't want to lose that momentum. You don't want to lose that winning aura. Can you imagine? Yes, some players will raise their game. Can you imagine if City have won 25 games on the bounce? Yes, teams will want to be the ones that stop City from carrying on that record. But some players will go in and say, wow, what are we going to do against these guys? They won 25 on the bounce. How can we compete? And mentally, some players will have lost the game before they step on the pitch, and that's what you want. Score prediction, Kamal, I'll go 2-0 City. Final League Cup and top of the league as well. No room for kids, you're right, Faris. You might get 1 or 2 in, but I don't see many options, really. Who would you... When I look at kids or second stringers, I'm looking at Torres and Mendy and Mahrez. That's what I'm considering. And maybe Stefan gets a run out. But that's what I'm looking at second stringers, Torres, Mendy and Mahrez. So we'll see. And Aguero's a second stringer for me. Torres barely gets some game time. Never mind playing the kids absolutely for us. You want to get it too? The thing about it is that Pep needs to stop experimenting. I don't know why he can't just keep it's the same City on an 18-win streak. Why experiment? Absolutely. We need revenge for that 5-2, says Cyril. Yeah, I just want to win against Leicester. Pep likes to experiment at the worst time, says Koyo. I do see trying over the Europa League, same with United. I don't know beyond which game. I think I'll still try it and go for both. I mean, that's the way to do it. I just think play the next game and see what happens. If we play like the way we played in the Premier League, we should beat Gladbach, says King of Assist. Hi, DeAndre McFadden. You're well. If you're new to the channel, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Am I the only one that has never seen Laporte and Diaz embrace each other, whether it be high five or a hug? Haven't seen them tag each other on the Instagram pics. Strange. Well, it could easily be that Laporte is a bit of a sourpuss. He's a bit of a miserable so-and-so generally. And I think that's Pep's had a pop at him for it. He didn't name him, but he said he doesn't like people with a sad face. And he said that about Leroy Sané, but it still applies. And he also said that your past performances don't guarantee you a start in this team. It's what you're doing now and what you're going to do in the future. And I'm sure that was directed at Laporte, who's been omitted for John Stones. Playing Laporte as a centre-back isn't an experiment. We played with this lineup before. I totally agree, Faris. Wrapping up the league before the quarterfinals and then focusing solely on the Champions League is what Bayern has luxury every season. This is a unique season for us. We need to take full advantage. I agree, Rohan. I totally agree. Laporte is mad that Diaz has taken his shirt. Absolutely, Koyo. Absolutely. Or he's probably mad that Stones has taken his shirt. Yeah, I do have BT Sports King of Assist. I do have BT Sports. I haven't cancelled that yet. But as I said, if you get to the quarterfinals and the league is, like I said, if we're lucky enough to be like 10 points clear with 7 games to go, let's say we had 10 points clear with 7 games to go in the league, it's pretty much done and dusted. We'd have to lose 3 games and we're still on top. Yeah. And then you can focus on the Champions League and the FA Cup. And the Carabao Cup, and that's what it's got to be. That Carabao Cup is not risky, but it's 3 days. It's 2 or 3 days. It could be the Champions League game could be on the Tuesday. The Champions League game on the Tuesday and Wednesday. That'd be horrendous for us if it was on the Tuesday. That is just awful. And would the FA or the Football League move the Carabao Cup if City end up? And I don't know who has precedence. Is it UEFA? And say, you're going to play on Tuesday. That's it. I think they'd be sensible and say we play on Wednesday, but you just don't know. So it's a really tough time of the season. So you want it, for me, if you can wrap it up by the time you play Leicester, that's what I want. One game out of how many you wouldn't get it? It was one game, and you shouldn't just put it by now. The same as last season, says Faris. Laporte is a baby, says you wouldn't get it too. He doesn't want to compete for his place. He's already considering his future instead of competing. Absolutely, their attack is still strong, but their defense is weak, says Faris. And Corio agrees with that. Laporte has cost us more than once in the Champions League, says you wouldn't get it. 22 matches, 31 goals conceded in the Bundesliga. And look, as I said, in the last 3 games, they've lost to Cologne. I think that was 2-1 in the Rhine derby. Cologne were near the bottom. They've lost to Mainz. I think that was that 2-1? And Mainz has second bottom. So, but just before that, they had a decent run of, I think, 4 wins and 2 draws. So, what Gladbach will turn up, which Gladbach. But we've also, if you watched the previews I've done, the manager, Marco Rosa, has said he's going to Dortmund. So has that had a negative effect on the team? Faris says every player has bad moments, but the thing is, you wouldn't get it. Is right. Look at the Tottenham game. He cost us big time. He couldn't handle it. And the Lyon game, even though I disagree with the goal, he was involved again. And maybe he's just unlucky. I think the match against United is the final chop in the league campaign, says Rohan. Well, I did say if we win all our games up to United, I said this back in January. If we can win all our games up to United, then we'll win the league. Now, that was before they threw Wolves in the mix as well. But if we can beat West Ham, Wolves and Man United, we'll be 10 points clear minimum. And there'll only be 10 games to go. And I just don't see us chucking that away from there. Not this City. And if we did start doing it, then, yeah, Pep's going to have a big task on his hand and decide what he's going to focus on. But I think we'll be all right. Against Lyon, it was the whole 90 minutes that Laporte was absolutely atrocious. So you wouldn't get it. He's giving it. He's sticking the boot into Laporte. Look, you know what? I mean, my feelings on the matter. I wanted Stones. I think Stones unbelievable this season. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on Twitter. So have a very quick look. Most people are very happy. Stu Brennan put that. Stu Brennan put it out late. Let me just have a look what's going down just to see if there's anything. But I find it very quiet on Twitter these days. Man City Academy are winning by 2-1. Micah Hamilton got a goal for City. And Micah Hamilton got the first goal as well. So City are beating Wolves 2-1 in the second half now. 55 minutes gone. Let's have a quick look. It's very quiet. Maybe people just they're not blocking me. Maybe they're muting me or something and just not interacting with me. I find it very quiet at the moment. Anyway, that's that. Let's move on to the last few questions, guys, before we wind it down and get ready for the game. We've still got 35 minutes before the game starts. Against Forrest says he's had bad moments and crucial moments, and I agree that Stone should start ahead of him. And I've criticised Laporte many times, but we can't go at him like you're doing that. Well, it is what it is. We just have to play the game as it is. You wouldn't get it. Says I didn't appreciate Laporte's comments last month. It shows that he's not committed to the club unless he's starting. You can hold the club at ransom like that. Hey, Kohio, new member. Nice to have you on board, buddy. All we can do is support the players. We can't criticise. No, look, let's just see how the game goes now. You wouldn't get it. if he has a bad game, then lay into him after the game. But right now, we just got to focus on how we can do it and how we can win. King of Assists, I think Gladbach will play defensively against us as well. When I talked to Nicholas, Borussia Mönchengladbach fan, he said he hopes they go for it because that's the way teams generally can get somewhere by going for it. If I think if they play too defensively, it's going to be hard. Harry says, I'm hoping Laporte has a great game. He will have a City shirt on. Variety's Laporte hat-trick incoming. That would just be the icing on the cake. I just look, end of the day, I just want to win. Just want to win. That's all that matters. If we could keep a clean sheet, great. 2-goal cushion would be absolutely fantastic. Guys, I think that's it. I'm going to have a wind down. I'm going to go and watch the game. I'll come back after the game. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed our attack, our midfield and attack control the game. And we have a comfortable night. Last few points. Dre says the guys just need to be professional. Put the chances away. No, Faris, I'm not totally done. But when I'm going to not do a halftime stream because I've got too much on. I've been working too hard, and I need just a 10 minutes with my mouth shut. I've been doing lots of, I spent an hour doing a Zoom interview today. I've done Zoom chats in the last less than a week with about 20, probably 20 people. I need a rest. I need a rest, guys. Foden hat-trick incoming, says King of Assists. Foden is rested. He should be fresh. He should be hot. Yeah, I hope he has a cracking game. The most important thing is a win, and I will always support him while he's in the City shirt. So hope he's committed to the club like we are, obviously. I agree with you when you get it. Poor language used there. Guys, enjoy the game. Catch us after the game, and come on, City. We can definitely do this, and we need to do it. We need a good performance, but most importantly, we need the result in our favour. We need a win. Come on, City. Let's do this.